Imagine waking up one morning, living your life normally. You drink your coffee, get dressed, and head out to work. You think the day will be just like any other. But in a single moment, an entire life can change. This is my story. Or maybe it's your story too, but you just haven't realized it yet. That morning, I left the house thinking everything would be ordinary. But the first sign was strange. My phone rang from a number I didn't know. I ignored it, thought it was an ad, spam, someone trying to sell something. I arrived at work. Walked into the manager's office with a forced smile. He looked at me, sighed, and picked up some papers from his desk. Something felt wrong. He said with a cold, quiet tone. Unfortunately, the company has to let several people go, and you're one of them. Those words went straight through my chest like a knife. A short moment, but it felt like time stopped. I walked out of the office hearing only the sound of my heartbeat. I tried to reassure myself. It's fine. I'll find another job. But my nerves were tight, and fear started rising like smoke. I stepped outside, pulled out my phone to call my closest friend. Only to find a message from him. I'm sorry. I need to disappear for a while. I need to cut all ties. The person who was my support, my brother in everything, just vanished. I asked myself. Why? Did I do something wrong? Am I the reason? But there was no answer. I returned home dragging my feet. Told myself, I just need some rest. Then I heard a notification from the bank. Your account is below zero. 3 hits. In one single day. My job, my friend, and my money. I froze, laughed, cried, and laughed again. I didn't know what to do. And in that silence, I heard a voice inside me asking, is this a test? A punishment? Or is this really the end? Days passed, and I was up and down, lost between insomnia and silence. I watched people on the street, some smiling, some rushing, some relaxed. And I wondered, why am I the only one stuck here? Until the day everything really changed. I was sitting alone in a small cafe, staring at nothing, when an old man, maybe 70 or 75, sat beside me. He looked at me, moved closer, and said, "Son, you look troubled. Tell me, what happened?" I didn't want to talk. But for some reason, I opened up. He listened to every word, didn't interrupt once. When I finished, he said, "Son, do you know the secret of life? Life doesn't hit you to break you. It hits you to wake you up." I stared at him. He continued. Every blow you received, it wasn't the end. It was the beginning of a new chapter, one you refused to open. I said, "But I lost everything." He smiled and said, "No. You only lost what needed to end. So the things meant for you can begin." That hit me, but this time it was the right hit. I went home and said to myself, if this is really a new chapter, then I'll write it with my own hands. I started small. I rewrote my CV. I learned a new skill online: writing, design, selling. I went back to exercising to rebuild my energy. And I started waking up early, doing something meaningful before the day began. Rejection came often. Companies ignored me, emails went unanswered. But every day, I moved a little bit forward. After 4 weeks of trying, I received a call from a good company. They tested me. And I felt like life was finally moving again. Days, weeks. And then came the call I'll never forget. The manager said, "We liked your approach, we want you to join us as a trainee." It was a small step. But to me, it was the spark of hope. I worked hard every day. I improved, learned, pushed myself. People noticed. I was the last to leave, the first to arrive. 3 months passed. The manager came to me again. Stood in front of me and said, "We want you to stay, not as a trainee, We want you to lead a small team. Imagine that. From a person completely broken to someone leading others. Today, I can say this with a calm heart. If those 3 blows hadn't happened, I would still be stuck in a place I didn't belong. Losing my job taught me my value. Losing my friend taught me to choose people wisely. Losing my money taught me independence. And the greatest lesson: life doesn't strip you away. Life cleans you. It removes what no longer serves you, so it can give you what does. And if you're going through a tough phase right now, listen carefully. This isn't the end. You're only at the beginning of a new chapter. And all you need is the courage to turn the page.